Hi, dyslexic genius here. I'm back on the Victor M reproducer, and I'm going to.
It's not a reproducer, darling. It's a.
Let me do this.
No, keep going.
I screwed that. On the governor, we're going to talk about problems with the governors after we get it apart. Okay, you got to deal with the dyslexic here. First thing is we have the flywheel of the governor right here, and this round piece here is pressed on to the smaller piece. And you can see where the factory indented it. They put this in and then they peened all this over. You want to check this to make sure that it's not loose, or you'll have to reset it up, tap with a hammer like this, and then repeen. And you also want to make sure, this is why we flex on. When it goes on a governor shaft like this, you want to spin the flywheel like this to make sure that it's not bent. So you spin this, you go, okay, it's not bent, that's good. Now, on the flywheel part, you want to scrub out these grooves that they machined in. And I just use the bristle brush and the simple green, and I'll clean all this out, and everything will be good. I'm going to soak both pieces, the end piece here and this piece, in sudsine ammonia to get it clean. I also sanded out the punch marks of getting it apart. This looks good. Now, why didn't it want to come out? Well, see that indentation? That's the burr, because this is bronze, it's soft. That burred up in the casting where the screw goes in to hold it.
So the screw was pushing into that bronze piece?
Bush, and then it burrs this up. So what I'm going to do is I'll chuck this in the lathe. I'll polish this out with 320 all the way around. And then when I reassemble, I'll use the opposite side here. I'll turn it 160 degrees, and it'll be better when we put it in. And this it'll slide in better too. It's a little gummed up in there. The other thing is, you want to polish out the governor shaft. Polish this piece out here. And make sure
how do you do that?
I chuck this into my lathe, but I've talked about this in other videos about using your drill at home to do this.
And what, 320 grit sandpaper?
320. Now what you're going to do is you're going to come to the leathers on the governor right here. This is where the flywheel system comes back and hits. That's why we're going to clean this out. And we're going to take these, and you're going to take your finger, your index finger, and just give it a little touch like this. Both directions, 12 to 6, 3 to 9. And what you're doing is you're seeing, is it's rotted. This isn't rotted out. So previous videos, I showed you take sandpaper and sand these down a little to even them out well. And then after we do all this work, we'll do the assembly. And that's my tip for the day.